The third core practice of this project is around literacy skill building. Having done this project for several years, I've noticed that students have often struggled with making meaning of these primary source texts that may have more antiquated language. So this year we created an anchor poster that students created collaboratively in their teams, where they had to track the conditions, beliefs, and trigger for their revolution. They also had to color code evidence as they read that they felt demonstrated effective actions from the revolution and ineffective actions or effects from the revolution. Lastly, they also had to create a collaborative timeline where they mapped out how these different documents fit together in order to build their background knowledge. Before students dove into some of the more primary source documents, I actually had them build up their background knowledge a little bit more by watching about 15 minutes of a documentary clip based on their revolution, just so that they could feel they had that background knowledge to anchor these new text documents onto. The last big adjustment that I made this year was to provide for each of the primary source documents a space for students to use soapstone and unpack who the author of each text is and understand how that might influence their motivations as well as their point of view. In addition to unpacking soapstone, I gave guiding questions for students so that they could, as they went through these heavier, more dense documents, make meaning to understand the motivations of different leaders as well as the effects of their actions, so that as they went through, they felt they could really be gathering specific evidence to show whether this revolution was or was not effective at helping out their citizens.